YouTube, Shinkenger here with a review of the Ressha Sentai ToQ Ressha EX Go-Onger Ressha and Shinkenger Ressha. These are both released in August 2014 for about 1,200 yen each. There may or may not be a cat in this video because she's really angry that I kicked her out of my review station to film this video. So, without further ado, I love the packaging on these because it is very reminiscent of the packaging for each of their respective shows. This is very much like a Go-Onger package, and this one has the nice gold sort of banner effect that all the Shinkenger packages had. So that is really cool. I like how they keep that. It shows the robots there. The Reshas are right there. So, let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. And here we go. We will start with the Go-Onger Ressha, shaped like Speedor. I really like Go-Onger for what it's worth. It's not my favorite season, but I really enjoyed a lot about it. And Speedor was one of those things. I just really like Speedor. I love the engines. And this is like a perfect little fusion between like an engine and a train. And we had those, technically. But Speedor and train, we'll go with that. And I really like it. His mouth doesn't open or anything like that. It does have the little port for connecting. As always, these do split apart. And you don't fold that all the way up. You can unfold that, wheel it around like that. We can bring in the Shishi Origami one, and the Shinkenger Ressha, and attach those. Make big long train, fun times. Yes, so keep that aside for now. So that is always nice that they can do that. Adds a little bit of playability for the kids. Folds up for transformation, but overall it's a nice looking little Ressha. I love Speedor and I love this little train. And now moving along to the Shinkenger Ressha, based off the Shishi Origami. It's pretty neat. Shinkenger is a little bit dear to me because the Sentai I technically started with. Geki Ranger was the first one I finished. But Shinkenger was the one I started with. But given that, it's still not my favorite. I like a lot of the other Reshas quite a bit more. But if you're a fan of Shinkenger, Power Ranger Samurai, or whatever, it's a nice little trinket to have. So that is kind of neat, and it does capture the Shishi Origami very well. Now, of course, both of these do have functionality in the ToQ Changer. And finally, we of course have compatibility with ToQ-Oh to make all sorts of weird things. I have already red Ressa'd ToQ-Oh to make this a little bit smoother and easier. This is always the awkward part, putting this one on. We'll start with the Go-Onger Ressha. So we'll put Speedor's face right there. This part will flip out and open and peg right into those slots right there. Kind of level it out a little bit. And here we have ToQ-Oh Engine-Oh. The names for these forms are very creative. But you see we got Speedor's face right here, which blends very nicely in with the trains. I really like the way that one looks. Might look pretty cool on Safari Gao too. And then Engine-Oh's head's back here. It's not the greatest of the molded heads, I think. I think that head's just a little bit difficult to sort of render in a big clunky style like this. But it's still not bad. It's not Go Buster Ace levels of bad. But overall, it's not too bad at all. I like the way it looks. Like I said, I like the way Speedor blends in up here. I don't know, it's just neat. It could be my bias towards Speedor too. But I think it's cool. Bring in the Shinkenger Ressha. Fold that in. As always, robot head will fold out. And plug right in there. And we have ToQ-Oh Shinken-Oh, which is actually pretty cool. Again, it blends in well. A lot of these actually do blend in very well with the other normal Reshas. And I guess it kind of helps that these normal Reshas have slight animalistic sort of looks to them. Hence, the repaint into the Safari Gao was pretty easy. But I guess that does kind of help. But I just think it looks pretty cool, I think. The Shinkenger Ressha's helmet up here for Shinken-Oh is pretty cool. It's nicely done, I think. It's not the greatest again, but it's definitely one of the better done helmets in these EX Sentai Ressha's. So, pretty cool overall. Unfortunately, I think these are the last of the Super Sentai Ressha's. We will still get the Candy Toy and Gashapon ones that are the stickered, kind of like pink and yellow Ressha sort of style trains that will say the sounds in the ToQ changer, but they aren't compatible with the mecha, and they aren't modeled after previous mecha like these. But overall, they're really neat. If you're a fan of any of these seasons, I do recommend picking them up, regardless of if you have ToQ-Oh or not. Considering that the N mecha combination here isn't anything to super write home about, it's really fun and cool to see, but it's not like super wow factor or anything like that. So considering how moderate the end results are, even if you don't have ToQ-Oh, I recommend picking these up if you like any of those seasons. They make nice little trinkets to add to a season display, and they look cool. They're very reminiscent of those old mecha designs, and I think that is the biggest selling point of these. Speaking of the selling point, they're only 1,200 yen. They're very affordable. That's given the exchange rate at the time of this recording, that's only like 10 bucks. So, if you can hunt these guys down, I do recommend doing so. They're really fun. It's fun to mix and match with the various forms of ToQ-Oh, and it's cool to just have a lineup of red Super Sentai Ressha's. I think they just look really neat. So, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.